Hey guys, welcome back to Pinch and Pennies with Priscilla. And yes, we are still talking about Walgreens and the Black Friday sales. Now, as I mentioned in my first video today, that video was about trying to roll these register reward deals into points and then rolling those points back to register rewards. That doesn't work for this Black Friday deal. Then my second video was regarding just doing the Lumines points deal and trying to get as many points that way by using the cheapest item possible. Now, this video is going to only focus on just the register reward deals. What I've decided to do is to use this Walgreens Black Friday sales ad as a way of helping everybody out there understand how this point system that Walgreens has is not as easy and it's not as simple as it seems, okay? So, what we're going to do tomorrow, I will upload a transactions video rolling register rewards between each item. Only register rewards, okay? So that those people who want to do just the register reward deals, I'm going to do a transaction video for that. As I told you guys before, I don't want to be doing Walgreens transactions. I'm only doing it this time because of Black Friday, okay? So look for that video tomorrow. Now, I'm going to talk about points right now because it involves this register reward deals, okay? So let me show you why the point system is not as simple as it seems, and you really have to fully understand what's going on in order to not lose money, okay? So let's take a look at the points chart and how it's set up, because it has to do with, and I'm using the back of an expired coupon, you guys. It has to do with the register reward deals and how I'm going to set it up. Okay, so here's the breakdown of the register reward. Not the register rewards, I'm sorry. This is the breakdown of how the points chart looks. 5,000 points is $5, 10,000 is $10, 18,000 points is $20, and 30,000 points is $35, and 40,000 points is $50. Now, let me get this book so that I can put this on here. Let me just close this for a minute. All right, because we're going to talk about the points. Ooh, this is getting difficult. All right, I'm trying to hold the camera, hold my phone and hold this paper at the same time. Okay, so the reason why I want to talk about these points, and I have gone over this before in a video when Walgreens first came out with the points thing. So some of this you guys have already heard before, but we have a lot of new people on this channel, and the same questions get asked all the time. So I'm going to go over it again. Now, if you use partial points incorrectly, it could cost you money. And the reason why I say that is because there is a gap in between 10,000 and 18,000 points. There is a gap in between 18 and 30,000, and there's a gap in between 30 and 40,000. And trust me, it wasn't done that way unintentionally. This is set up to intentionally cause you to lose money if you use these partial points the wrong way. Let me give you an example. Let's say right now you have 40,000 points on your card. Technically, that 40,000 points equates to $50. So you're walking around, I got $50 on my card, right? But you have to remember, the card is set up according to points. You don't have money on your card, you have points on your card. Those points, when you're ready to redeem them, gets converted to cash, to a cash dollar amount, okay? But right now, you are technically walking around with 40,000 points, and that's going to be very important. The reason why, let's say you go into Walgreens tonight and you have some purchases that you wanted to buy, but you don't want to spend your cash, and you remember, hey, I have $50 on my Walgreens card, okay? So in your mind, you're thinking, I'll just use $20 of that. It'll still leave me with $30. Well, let's take a look at that. Here's what happens. You have 40,000 points on your card. You want to use $20 of that because you know that 40,000 equals to $50. So you're like, how much do I need to use to get to $20? You're right here. You need to use 18,000 points to get that $20 that you need. And so in your mind, you're thinking, okay, I'll use that $20 and it's still going to leave me with $30 because I'm thinking I got $50 on my card. So I can use 20, it'll still leave me $30. That's what most of us would think, but you would be wrong. Let me show you why. Because the card is set up as points, here's what happens. You have 40,000 points, which equals to $50. You want to use 20 of that to pay for your purchases. So in order to get to that $20, you have to use 18,000 points. So in your mind, you're thinking, okay, I can use that $20 off my card. That still would leave me $30. Wrong. No, it will not leave you $30. What happens is 18,000 points gets deducted from your 40,000 points to give you that 20. What you're left with on your card at that point is 22,000 points. Don't forget, you don't have money on your card, you have points on your card. So once you deduct that 18,000 points, you now have only 22,000 points. And what does that 22,000 points equal to? Let's go back to the chart. Once you get to 22,000 points, you jump from here all the way back to here. You totally skip over that right there. You've gone from 40,000 points to now having 18,000 points. And guess what? Once you use that 18,000 points that you used to get that $20, you went from having $50 technically to now having only $20. Because you have to remember, you have points on your card, not money. So now you have 22,000 points, and that 22,000 points equals what? $20. So just because you decided to use that 18,000 in points, you took yourself from having technically $50 to now only having $20 on your card that you can use. You just lost $10. Yeah, let's look at it again. I know some of you guys, this is going to be a shocker, but you have to remember, you don't have cash on your card. You have points on your card. And you using that $20 in points means you just took away 18,000 points from your 40,000 total. So that means you went from having $50 that you could have used to now having $20 left on your card. Because that 22,000 points you have falls in that category right there. Now you got 20 instead of having 50. You just lost yourself you just lost yourself $10. Because you went from 50, you used $20. So technically you think you should have 30, but no, you got 20. Okay? So that is the reason why you want to be aware and keep in your mind that you don't have cash on that card, you have points. So using partial points can make you lose money. Now, the best thing to do if you're going to use partial points is to stick right here, because this level right here, you're safe. And the reason why I point that out is because of the registered reward deals that I want to do tomorrow. I'm going to work on, hopefully, what you want to have right now on your card is at least 50,000 points. And the reason why I say that, because my first transaction that I'm going to do is going to allow you to use 10,000 of that points. You follow me? If you use 10,000 of those 50,000 points, you still will have 40,000 points. So you still will have $50. So we're not going to go past 10, because once you go past that 10, your amounts drop. So my transactions tomorrow, I'm going to set up so that your first transaction for the registered rewards, you're going to use 10,000 points. But it's only going to work for those people who have at least 50,000 points, because it won't then affect your $50 here. So stay tuned tomorrow. See you later. Bye.